Hello Pisces, thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. This reading is going to be from the Fairy Oracle cards by Brian Froud, and it's going to look at the energies for December 2020 or thereabouts. Alright, I've done a pre-shuffle for you Pisces, and to get your energies into the Fairy Oracle cards. So I'll just do a final shuffle now and let's see where we're going. It is a general reading Pisces, so it will resonate with some of you but perhaps not greatly with all of you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else perhaps. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. Let's see what the fairy realm want to say to you at this time. So we have a current energy or a situation here, then a challenge to that, then what's in your power times 2, just bring them down slightly, and an outcome, and then something else that the energies would like to say to you, perhaps a little bit of guidance. And at the bottom of the deck we have Laced Moon's Daughter, and this is about light being shed on something. It's a little bit like the full moon energy when something is being lit up, or perhaps the sun energy when light is being shed on something. So looking forward, going forward, something is going to come to light, I feel. So I'll just put those to one side at the moment. And okay, so we'll just turn all the cards over now. Alright, I'll just leave that one for now. Alright, what I'm going to do, I will put Laced Moon's Daughter to one side. I'm going to get some clarification cards, I think. Could we have some clarification cards, please, for the cards on the table? Clarification for the cards on the table, please. Okay. Right. Right, I think that will do. All right, let's have a look. Well, we've got some overriding energies here. So we had Lease of the Shadows first of all, and we've got Laced Moon's Daughter. Sorry, it was Laced Moon's Daughter, wasn't it? First of all, yes, and then Lease of the Shadows as a clarifier. So Laced Moon's Daughter, light being shed on something, looking forward, looking to the future, but light is being shed, something's being revealed, coming into view, if you like. And the clarifier is Leaf of the Shadow. So this is when there's an acknowledgement, I think, that a healing process in some area has started. So for some of you, Pisces, I think there's an acknowledgement by yourself that in some area of your life that you feel that healing is actually started to do with a past event or a past situation. So the light's being shed on this, whatever this is, it's becoming more apparent for you. Okay. Now, at the heart of your reading we have the Singer of Initiation and the undressing of a salad. So the Singer of Initiation, this is when we have to jump through hoops in life to, it's almost like obstacles. We have to face challenges and obstacles, but each obstacle, each challenge that we conquer we learn something from that, and we go forward stronger and wiser until we get to the next obstacle and challenge. So for some of you, you've been going through this sort of initiation process, having to face up to certain challenges before going on up to the next stage. But going on up, you certainly are, Pisces. So you are facing your challenges, and you're taking a step at a time, until you're getting ready now to go on. You know, well armed with plenty of knowledge and experience that you're going to take forward with you. But this card is sort of saying that, you know, you have been going through this initiation process in life over the last however long, but it will soon be, this particular stage, particular cycle is actually now will soon be coming to an end, because the universe and the earth energies want to say to you that you sort of, you know, you're facing your challenges and you're passing with flying colours now, and getting ready to, you know, shoot on and into the next stage, into the next phase. I sometimes look upon this card as an apprenticeship card, where we have to, when we serve an apprenticeship, we have to do the practical skills as well, the theory and knowledge, and then take our exams, don't we? And if we pass, we become a professional in that area, and then go on to the next stage, working for ourselves perhaps. So the clarifier is the undressing of the salad, and this is when there's a need for focus, when you've been very focused and balancing lots of different areas, having to balance and keep things going, keep the cogs moving, if you like, trying to keep your eye on all the balls so none of the balls drop, but being very focused and very skilled in what you're doing, all right, but being very mindful of all the different energies around that need to be considered. All right, so that's a clarifier, so that sort of makes sense, doesn't it, for the singer of initiation, as you're going through and jumping through these hoops, you know, keeping everything going, focusing on different balls at different times, and for the benefit of not just for yourself, I feel, but for those around you as well. Okay. Now, the challenges to this are, we have the gotcha and we have the singer of connection. So the gotcha is when something you've had to face, you didn't want to. So you can see the gotcha is looking, he's just parted his fingers, he's got his eyes covered, but he's just peeping through his fingers there, but to, you know, having to face something that he didn't want to face, if you like. So a bit of a shock, a bit of a shock that happened in the past, that took you by surprise, if you like, and you really have not wanted to face this, whatever it is, because it sort of knocked you off your feet a little bit, disrupted your energy. And it was something to do with somebody you were very connected with in many ways, somebody or something, or a group, or whatever it is for you, Pisces. There was a very strong connection, and probably still is a very strong connection, but it became disrupted in the past, and this has been a challenge for you, because there was a strong emotional, physical, and mental connection, and of course, because it was so strong and together, and then when something came in and disrupted that, it knocked you off your feet a little bit. It came as quite a shock, whatever that was, and that's in the past, but that's been a challenge for you, and that's the challenge. They're the challenges to do with this initiation process you've been going through. So, you know, whatever they are, those challenges with the gotcha and the singer of connection, that's part of this initiation process that you've been going through, Pisces, ready to come out the other end. But remember that Lace Moon's daughter is shedding light on a beginning of a healing in that area. And you've been working very hard to keep everything going and keep things balanced at the same time. Now, what's in your power? What's the power to your elbow at the moment? Well, we have topsy-turvies and we have the glaucoma. So topsy-turvy is about different perspectives, looking at things, being able to see things from different viewpoints and different perspectives according to context. And you know what the energies are saying is this is what you are doing and what you're able to do. You do take a step back and you do try to understand situations from all different viewpoints. And then the clarifier, the glaucoma, this is about all that glitters isn't gold. So, you know, what you may be presented with at times may not be the real deal. I always liken this card to if you were going to buy a second-hand car from a car dealership and it looked fantastic, you wouldn't just buy it there and then. You would check it over, have somebody else check it over, take it for a test drive, because what it looks like, how it's being presented by the salesperson may not be what you're getting. So, you know, don't be dazzled by what's being presented to you. You know, be aware when you're taking a step back and looking at things from all different viewpoints. Look carefully. There's something that's going to be presented to you, that's being offered perhaps. Look beyond how tempting it is, or how alluring it is, or seductive that it may be. Look at it, you know, look at it again, look at it again, and look at it again. You don't take the surface looks or the surface offer. You need to look beneath the surface, whatever it is for you, Pisces. Okay. Okay, now what else is in your power position? Well, we have the Solus energy, which is very similar to the Sun energy in ordinary tarot, and then we have Flaf the Footer. So the Solus is, when he comes forward, he's bringing a lot of power and energy forward, and he's also shedding light on things, as with Lace Moon's daughter. So, but he brings a lot of power and energy. It's a very masculine, very male energy, male power, as the Sun is. But it's certainly when he's around, he really energizes all the other cards around. But I feel he's come forward here. This is about shedding light on something, helping you to become aware of something, more aware. And then Flaf the Footer, this is about being grounded. So we have the planet, the sun from the heavens, and then we have Flaf the Footer, who is very much about being grounded on the earth plane. But this is saying, you know, stay grounded. You know, whatever is on offer, whatever is being offered at this time, as tempting as it is, it may be making you feel energized, it may be making you feel warm and cozy and optimistic and joyful. But remember to stay grounded. Whether it's having a bath, a shower, walking in nature, taking time out, meditating, going within to get the answers. Because if you're too much in your head at this time, especially if something's coming in that's very tempting, that's being offered, whatever it is, then we can, you know, become too much in our head, too carried away, and perhaps, you know, make some poor decisions, whatever it is. So these are just little examples. So Flaf the Footer is saying, do keep grounded, stay grounded. Don't stay in your head. Stay, you know. Well, I know we have to be in our head sometimes, thinking things through, making decisions, day-to-day planning, etc. But this is to do with whatever this situation is. All right, whatever this situation is, then what the energies are saying is try to remain grounded. And then in the outcome position, we have Laguna and we have the Green Woman. And Laguna is this is the Fairy Queen, and she's half frog, half fairy. And she's comfortable, whether she's in the undergrowth, rooting around in the damp leaves after insects, as the frog would, or up in the trees, up in the air, in the flowers. So she's equally comfortable. So she's getting ready to leap now. She's on the toadstool, and she's getting ready to leap and to have another adventure. And she doesn't mind where she lands because she's comfortable in any environment. So this is saying for yourself, for some of you Pisces, that you are getting ready now to leap on your next adventure. You're already getting ready. You're right at the beginning of taking that leap of faith, if you like. And the clarifier is the Green Woman, and this is about being true to yourself, Pisces. Be true to yourself, to who you are. The Green Woman, this is about authenticity. Strip back the social conditioning layers and be your authentic self. Definitely about touching base with nature again and the grounding, or the grounding energies. But, go out and dance and sing. And it's that sort of energy. Tap into the wild side of yourself. Be creative. Don't put boundaries around yourself in the way, obviously as long as it's not harmful to anybody else. But, go out there and have some fun and laugh and sing and be joyful, whether it's just with yourself or with others. But in connection with a Laguna, as Laguna is now getting ready to take that leap of faith to go forward, remember to stay true to yourself, Pisces. Now, this is something else that, just bear with me, that the universe wants to say to you. Okay. Now, we have Epona's Wild Daughter, and we have G Hobya. And G Hobya, this is about facing your fears. What is it that you've been fearful about? And usually, G Hobya, this is about fears without foundations. False fears, if you like, worries that go over and over in our mind that have got no place there, really, I was reading something the other day that said that, if there's something happening out there, globally, that we cannot control or have anything to do with, then we have to stop worrying about it over and over and over again, because it doesn't serve us. Let us focus on what we can do something about. But with the Hobya, this is about groundless fears, essentially. What is it that we're fearful? What's holding us back? And that's a clarifier for Epona's Wild Daughter. And Epona's Wild Daughter, as you can see, she's looking to the past. She's leaning on or comforting a figure that's bent over. And there's the Owl of Wisdom there. Now, Epona's Wild Daughter, this is about, there's something that's holding you back. And it's something about fear-based thoughts. But it's something that needs addressing before you can go forward. So something needs addressing. It may be a trauma from the past, from a long way past possibly, or from the near past. But it's something that happened in the past, a trauma of some sort, that left its mark left its mark, and it needs looking at. It needs addressing before you can go forward. And it's about using your intellect and your wisdom in that area, and it's to do with fear-based thoughts that are groundless. All right, and I think if I do a very quick resume here for you, Pisces. So at the very heart of your reading, you've been going through an initiation stage and working hard to keep things balanced and keep the cogs going. But you have been, you know, facing up to all your challenges and obstacles that have been coming your way. Because the universe, excuse me, got a frog. The universe is what is putting you through your apprenticeship stages, ready for going on. Now the challenges to that, as we saw, was the glaucoma. So something has happened in the past that was very unexpected and quite shocking for you. And what it did, it disrupted a very strong connection you had. Now this is to do with either within yourself, but I feel with somebody else or others around you. So there was a disconnection that occurred in the past. So bearing that in mind, there is something that's going to be offered that looks too good to be true, and when that happens, it probably is. So you need to look again and get a different perspective on it. Try to stand back and see it for what it really is. And Pisces, you are good at that. Now, and the other thing is something about the sun energy, something being energized, looking very positive and optimistic, and shedding light on an area. But, you know, it's very much a need to stay grounded. To stay grounded, don't get carried away in your head with whatever it is. You need to stay grounded. And then the outcome, if the advice is listened to, if you like, considered or taken on board for some of you, then, you know, you're getting ready to have a leap of faith in some area. But do stay true to yourself. Stay true to who you are. Don't lose who you are, Pisces. And then we had Laced Moon's daughter, so light being shared on healing that is now beginning. So there's the healing of the trauma from the past. All right, that healing is now beginning, which is lovely. And then the other thing the universe wanted to say to you is, again, about whatever happened in the past, an acknowledgement that needs to be addressed now, because we're keeping fear-based thoughts about it. We're worrying, perhaps unnecessarily, as we face what's gone and get a true picture about what's gone. Ready for taking that leap of faith, as Laguna, the fairy queen, is getting ready to do. All right, I'm just going to get two final cards, and this is the Sacred Traveller Oracle deck. So could we have two final messages, please, for Pisces to round this reading up? Two final messages, please, for Pisces to round this reading up. It's a beautiful reading for you, Pisces. Yes, so we have fellow travellers and we have passion and pleasure. So the fellow travellers, this is talking about support is all around you. So look around you, tap into the support networks that are around you. You know, see who's on the journey with you, Pisces. See who your fellow travellers are, because support is all around you. And I feel this is not just physical support on the earth plane, but you've got a lot of support universally, from the fairies, from the angels, from spirit, from universal energies, however you like to think of otherness, that which is beyond ourselves. So that support is all around you. And passion and pleasure, you know, savour your life, dance around the campfire. I think we saw that, didn't we, a little bit with the green woman energy as you go forward. Be yourself. Drop the inhibitions of the restrictions that cling to us as we're socialised growing up and restrain us, don't they? So, you know, it's about tapping into your inner joy now, to your inner passions, and yeah, dance around the campfire by the light of the full moon. Beautiful. All right then, Pisces, lovely messages to finish. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you also to all my subscribers. I really do appreciate your support, and thank you for everybody that stopped by. But good luck going forward. I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.